بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وبه نستعين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد عليه أفضل الصلاة وأزكى التسليم. Dear brothers and sisters everywhere, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today inshallah we're going to resume our reflections on Surat Ghafir, and we have reached Allah saying وَإِذْ يَتَحَاجُّونَ فِي النَّارِ فيقول الضعفاء للذين استكبروا إنا كنا لكم تبعا فهل أنتم مغنون عنا نصيبا من النار. وإذ يتحاجون في النار. Last time we talked about the torment of Pharaoh and his people, that they will be exposed to the torment in the grave as long as this prison world lasts. And on the day of resurrection, they will be thrown into hellfire to receive the severest of all torment and punishment. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us a scene from what's gonna happen inside hellfire. The dispute and the dispute and the disagreement among the people of hellfire. وَإِذْ يَتَحَاجُّونَ فِي النَّارِ. And when they will dispute in the fire, they will argue, the people of the inhabitants of hellfire, they will argue in the fire, each blaming the other, each blaming and rebuking the other. فَيَقُولُ الضُّعَفَاءُ لِلَّذِينَ اسْتَكْبَرُوا. The weak will say to those who were arrogant. The weak here are the followers who followed the infidels and arrogant people away from worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the arrogant are the leaders and the chiefs. إِنَّا كُنَّا لَكُمْ تَبَعًا. Verily we followed you, we obeyed you and responded to your call to disbelief and misdirection in the world. فهل أنتم مغنون عنا نصيبا من النار. Can you then take from us some portion of the fire? Can you bear some of our burden for us? Here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes how the inhabitants of hell will quarrel and argue and dispute with one another. And Pharaoh and his people, Pharaoh and his followers will be among them. The weak who were followers will speak to the arrogant who were leaders and masters. They now argue and dispute while in hellfire. It would have been more appropriate for them to have this conversation or argument before Allah's torment took them in this present life, before they pass away, before they die, and before the torment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala overcomes them. However, because they all obeyed Pharaoh and followed him, they all shared his fate in the fires of hell. وإذ يتحاجون في النار فيقول الضعفاء للذين استكبروا إنا كنا لكم تبعا فهل أنتم مغنون عنا نصيبا من النار. قال الذين استكبروا. Those who were arrogant, the masters, the chiefs, will say إنا كل فيها. We are all together in this fire. We will not bear any of your burden for you. Our punishment is sufficient for us. We have all had fun and we have supported one another in this life, and now we are all in the fire. إِنَّ اللَّهَ قَدْ حَكَمَ بَيْنَ الْعِبَادِ. Verily Allah has judged between his servants. He has divided the punishment among us according to what each of us deserves. How can they defend them when, as previously stated, as we mentioned before, they have gone before them to the fire? We have mentioned before that when the followers will enter hellfire, they will find their leaders went therein before them, and this is to cut all hopes, to sever and cut all hopes for salvation at the hands of their masters and their leaders in the present life. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وقال الذين في النار لخزنة جهنم ادعوا ربكم يخفف عنا يوما من العذاب. وقال الذين في النار لخزنة جهنم. And those in the fire will say to the keepers, the angels of hell, ادعوا ربكم يخفف عنا يوما من العذاب. Call upon your Lord to lighten for us the torment for a day, even a day. When their arguments with their companions and leaders proved futile, they turned to the angels, the keepers of hell, in the hopes of finding a way out of the situation they were in. However, they are aware that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not respond to them or listen to their prayers, because He has stated, اخسأوا فيها ولا تكلمون, remain you in it with humiliation and speak you not to me. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stops them and prevents them from addressing Him subhanahu wa ta'ala and from directing in speech to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So as a result, they will beg the keepers of hell, who act as jailers watching over the people of hell, to pray to Allah to reduce the fire for them for just one day. It's as if they admitted to themselves that they are unworthy of praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and as a result they summoned the angels. قالوا الملائكة, the angels, قالوا أولم تك تأتيكم رسلكم بالبينات. قالوا أولم تك تأتيكم رسلكم بالبينات. They will say, did there not come to you your messengers with clear evidences? The keepers of hell, on the other hand, will say to them, wasn't proof established in the world on the lips of the messengers and the prophets whom were sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide you to the right path and to take you out from the darkness of disbelief to the light of belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? قالوا بلى. They will say, yes. قالوا فادعوا. They will reply, the angels will say, then call as you like. قالوا فادعوا. Call as you like. You are entirely on your own. We will not pray for you or listen to you. We do not wish for your salvation and have nothing to do with you. And furthermore, we inform you that whether you offer supplication or not, Allah will not respond and will not alleviate your suffering. The angels use the same expression. Fir'aun used to mock and ridicule Prophet Musa sallallahu alayhi wasallam when he said, and let him call his Lord, وَلْيَدْعُ رَبَّهُ, and let him call his Lord, وَلْيَدْعُ رَبَّهُ. Then they will say, وَمَا دُعَاءُ الْكَافِرِينَ إِلَّا فِي ضَلَالٍ. And the invocation of the disbelievers is nothing but in vain. It will not be accepted or dealt with. The screams made by Fir'aun and those with him in hellfire will be useless and in vain. Dear brothers and sisters, here we come to the end of this episode, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us all from among those who listen to the statements and follow the best of them until we meet again. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.